So this is what we'll be learning today. It's very simple. It just uses a couple fingers and a single easy chord that you could play on day one that uses just one finger. Now, really quick before we get started, if you want an outline for guitar, all the most useful chords, strumming patterns, chord progressions, sheet music for easy songs to practice, how to practice songs so you actually remember them, I have a free ebook. It's over 40 pages long and I'm always adding to it. You can grab your copy using the link in the corner or in the description down below. And while you're down there, if you enjoy learning guitar with me, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really sincerely appreciate your support in that way. Now on to the lesson. The first thing we need to do is get our thumb working. And before we can really do that, let's figure out our chord shape, so to speak. I'm gonna put my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the thickest string. You can use your ring finger, your index finger, whatever. I find my middle or ring work best. This is a G chord, and if you play the actual G chord, it's not gonna make any difference because we're not plucking those other strings, the A string and the E string. And as far as what our thumb is doing, this is the foundation of Travis picking. We're playing the thickest string, and then we're playing the D string, and we just alternate between those two strings, just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know this is especially prevalent in like younger students, like 10-year-olds who don't really want to go to guitar lessons, but their parents make them do it. They'll say that, practicing is boring, but to me, this kind of repetitive practicing is very meditative. It's very relaxing. It's the only thing you have to do in this moment is just go between these two strings and just count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just focus on how the guitar sounds, how your thumb feels rubbing the string. Like your thumb rubs the string and then it leaves the string, and that's called the attack. So just think about how that feels. 1, 2. I know right now I actually have a bit of carpal tunnel, so I can't really feel my thumb, but this is helping with that because it's keeping it moving. I'm relaxing my wrist, and see where my ring finger is? It's touching the thinnest string, and it's helping to anchor my hand. That way I can look away and I still know where the guitar is, whereas if I don't do that, I might get lost. Who knows where I'm going, right? But we anchor it and then it feels the same. And to this, we're gonna add our index finger. And as far as where to add it, we gotta focus on the counting. It's gonna happen on the and after 3. So we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And our thumb is still on the numbers. We're just adding ands between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And on the and of 3, we're gonna pluck the G string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's just break it down before we move on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you want to isolate that part, you can go 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and just play the second half of it. And once you're comfortable with that, we add the first couple beats. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. We do that a whole bunch till we're feeling comfortable with it. Remember to anchor your finger on that high E string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if this is too fast, you can always slow down the video. There's like a little gear icon in the corner. 3 and 4. And then when we're ready, we can add another stroke to it. So we're adding our middle finger on the and after 4. Once again, we can isolate it. we can go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So our thumb plucks the D string on 4, and then our middle finger plucks the B string right after it. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And we can just go 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and be really repetitive. That meditative, repetitive practice. You know, some people say repetitive. I'll say meditative. It's relaxing either way. Just do it a whole bunch to get used to the pluck, so the pluck feels good. So it's not like, you know, popping out or anything. It's got to be like firm, but still kind of beautiful and, you know, gentle. And then we try putting that all together. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And if this is too much coordination-wise, we can just isolate that second half. We can just think, I pluck the thickest with my thumb, then index on the G string, D string with my thumb, and then middle finger. Thumb, index, thumb, middle, and we just do that over and over again. Just that bit, the second half of it, which on its own is like a really cool pattern. But we want to give a bit more space, right? 2, 3, and 4, and that's it. Just like that. When you speed it up, it sounds really cool. You know, it's a great, especially add some chords to it. And once you're really good with this, we can adapt it to other chord shapes. Like for instance, on the C chord, instead of hitting the thickest string on beat 1, we're going to play the A string on beat 1. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. And with the C chord, a little trick, something that the C chord itself is really good at, you can go up 2 frets from the C chord, and you get this really cool variation of D. Really beautiful sound. And you could kind of explore. I just think about where my ring finger is. That's kind of like the root of the C chord. So when we're playing C, our ring finger's at the 3rd fret. So I just think, okay, well, it's at the 5th fret, or the 6th fret, or the 8th fret, or the 10th fret, or the 12th fret. You know, there's certain spots, and you can experiment and be like, okay, when I play it at the 8th fret, that's really cool, but 9th fret's kind of freaky. Maybe you like that sound. I don't know. And you can experiment with this and come up with some pretty cool stuff. Like, you know, just do it a couple times at the 5th fret. Or you could go you just play around with it and find what works and what feels good to you. And, you know, I think that's a really great way to expand on this concept. So that's all for today. If you enjoy learning guitar with me, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, the bell icon. You can leave a comment, you know, just to say hi, or if you have any questions, that really helps me out too. If you're interested in fingerstyle and like, even from a very beginner level, you know, because it's not some intermediate or advanced thing. You can start fingerstyle really early, even if you just know a handful of chord shapes. I have a course all about fingerstyle that you might be interested in. I'll put a link to that down below. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.